Welcome back to the Olga S. Pérez Show. I'm your host, Olga, and how you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. Happy day, happy Monday, however you think today is, whether it's a Monday to you or not. I mean, it is a Monday, technically, but does it really matter? Nah. You know what really matters? You know what really matters? What I'm going to talk about today. Yay! Not really yay. Honestly, not really yay. Oh, funny. Yay. And I'm not even going to talk about yay. I don't think so. Anyway, that's not the plan. The plan is Trump's new bombshell, if you want to call it that I predicted, that I said, that I felt, I knew. I know. Everyone's like, oh, did you really? Did you really? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I'm going to be sharing that because I have receipts. I have it on video. Yes. If you haven't already heard, I'm going to get into that. You know, viewer discretion advised. And if you're listening to the podcast, this is adult content. If you can't take the heat, you might not want to be in this kitchen. the proverbial kitchen of podcasting. I'm here to maximize your auditory or visual experience. And with that disclaimer, here we go. Yes, welcome back. If it's your first time here, awesome to have you. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. Make sure to smash that like button, even if it just made you smile, or even just to thank me for showing up, because you know what? You never know. You never know, the next day, you might not wake up. I mean, again, I'm not trying to be negative or anything. Okay, just reality check. That's what makes me smile every day. When I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I got another day. I got another day or another moment. Could be moments. Don't they say life are the moments that take your breath away? That's the way I feel. Oh, and I thank you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. If you're watching this replay, make sure to smash that like button. Share. Sharing is caring. Comment. Your comments are my fuel. I will read them and I will respond. So keep them coming. And I can't stand when I do the thing, but as soon as I get a distraction, like all of a sudden couldn't hear myself in the ear, in the headset, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Just because I can't hear myself doesn't mean that you can't hear me, but you never know. That's the whole point on wearing these things, right? How about this here? It actually looks so much better until I put the headset. I'm like, wait. And I'm like, put it like this, like over it, like this. Anyway, we're supposed to have fun. That's the whole point on getting dressed up. Makeup, whether you wear makeup or not, whether you're a man, female, whatever you are, whatever you think you are. Well, we all dress up. It's all a dress up, a dress rehearsal to life. Oh my God, I'm so excited to be here. I missed you guys. How was your weekend? How's your day? And like I say, straight out the gate, how you doing, right? Can't wait to see who's with me already in the live chat. So I'm going to tell you, like I said, about Trump. And then, if you read my description, I had a tie between the reaction video that I requested, the poll that I posted, between Aaron Lewis and Upchurch. And then I just felt that I'm gonna do Aaron Lewis. Unless you guys tell me to change it, and then I can update the description later. But I'm thinking it's an Aaron Lewis. Yeah, I was gonna say it right. Aaron Lewis Day. Here we go. Yeah, Aaron Lewis. I am the only one. No, am I the only one? You know, see, I always do this. At least I'm consistent in my dyslexia and flipping things and mispronouncing and all that stuff. But you know, my heart is in the right place. Truth, freedom. Oof, I know this is going to be a hard one for everyone. But I'm thinking, as much as I can talk about so many things, and of course, the Trump latest breaking news is aligned with the Twitter, hashtag Twitter files that's trending on Twitter from the whole Elon Musk, the other day, right? Last week. But I want to talk to you guys. Again, whether you're in the live chat, I'm going to look at your live chats right now, but also in the replay, keep them coming. But of course, when you're in the live chat, it's more interactive. So we're going to get into it. It's going to be you and me talking about this specific latest Trump hashtag Twitter files combination. And then I'll do the reaction video. But boy, this is a great start to a week of unpacking, unfolding, hashing out. I don't even know what to call it. But I knew this and I had expected this. And thank you for all your likes, your comments, your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Hit the all notification bell. And then at 2:00 today live, I'm going to be going to Locals. The description, the link to that Locals is in the description below. You can follow me. Not all the content is for supporters only. So you can still follow me and be a supporter that way. Or you can support me and get more content, more interaction with me. Because we're going to go up close and personal on Locals at 2:00 today. ET time. It's so funny. Because you can say either ET or, EST, right? Eastern Standard Time. But the whole ET is like alien, right? I mean, I know. I'm making that connection with ET, Home. With the finger. To me, home is when you're honest and you're being yourself. And even if nobody likes you, or some people, not everyone's always going to like you. But sometimes it really helps to listen to people that you don't like. I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, this person's being nasty, or oh, look at that little snare and this and that and that. But they give me fuel. They open my mind. There's a lot of things that come from people that you don't even like. Because, if you're always in agreement, how are you going to grow? You need people to disagree with you. You need people to call you out, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, whatever you think you are, at the very least, you're human and you have energy running through your body. Your body without energy wouldn't be here. That's it. So I don't even care. Your age, your background, your ethnicity, your sex, your gender. Don't care. Because without energy, we wouldn't be here. This experience wouldn't be happening. Hey, I'm going to the live chat. We're on air. We are live. Broadcasting from Philadelphia. Wait, did you guys just see this? Did you just see the spit that just came out of my mouth, or the shower that just came out? You gotta laugh, man. You gotta laugh, not to cry. All right, welcome, Drew Dat. Welcome, Drew Dat Underground Gaming. Who dat? Interrogation. Dat. Olga S. Pérez! Exclamation. Emoji with the hearts in the eyes. My favorite. My love. What's up? Welcome. Great to see you. Chad Edwards. Glad I could finally make one live. Yeah. It's been a while. Hope everyone is good. Olga, how you doing? With this emoji, which I don't even know what it's called. Do you know the name of that emoji? I usually highlight those emojis to see what it says in the emoji. For me, it means the other. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you like a smile emoji with like, the teeth all out, and I'm just being like a little shit for me. But you might see that same emoji and go, is she laughing or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, communication. It's all about communication. Sean Murphy, welcome. Have an awesome show. Oh, thank you, Sean Murphy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your emoji. If you're watching this live and you don't have anything to say, just leave an emoji. It means 1,000 words at the very least. At the very least. At the very least. Hey, Chad Edwards. Well, hello there, beautiful. Hey, exclamation emoji with some more hearts in the eye. You know what, guys? I got some props coming in the next lives, especially like getting close to the holidays and especially New Year's. So get ready. We're going to party over here. AC Nelson, welcome. Good day, Olga, exclamation. How you doing? Question mark, explanation. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I really am. Of course, anytime I get excited, you see, I get verklempt. Look at this. I know you guys are like, what's wrong with her? I'm just sensitive, guys. I'm sensitive. I get excited. Uber excited. I always get nervous, this is really not my comfort zone. I know it looks like it because I'm here. And you're like, look at her, she's showing up, isn't that? It's always a mind over matter situation for me. Because I'm really an introvert. I'm serious. If you lived with me, if you knew me, if you came over here or with me, or if I visited you, trust me. People are always like, do you ever shut up? Or like, you're always on, like the Energizer Bunny. Yeah. Wait till you hang out with me and then the weekend comes and all I want to do is zen out. John Baracco, welcome. Weekend was good and my day is Monday. ... It's always Murphy's Law in mornings with kids. Laugh out loud. That's so crazy. So I just rewatched a movie that I loved that I watched years ago when it came out with Matthew McConaughey, which ever since that whole Uvalde thing, I can't stand this guy. Again, when people just, whether you want to call it virtual signaling or just ignorant or whatever it is, or narcissistic, it's not about judgment, but it's a turnoff, But Interstellar, I was just so interested. First of all, I love sci-fi movies, and especially that movie. So I watched it again just over the weekend, and they said, do you guys remember? Did you see that movie where he talks about Murphy's Law? And it's so funny because I know all about it. I remember when it came out, or like at least I remember reading about when the whole process. But it's funny that you said that. You see? There's no such thing as coincidence. Murphy's Law. Damn. See? I'm meant to be here. That's at the end of the day. Whether I suck, whether I'm good enough, whether I disappoint you, at least I was meant to be here. I believe this. Welcome. Great to see you. Hello, Olga in chat. Peace emoji. Trisha Pucci. Welcome, Olga. Caps. Exclamation. Love you. Exclamation. Exclamation. I think it's 4. Great to see you. Did you just see? Okay. I'm going to get into the Trump thing. For those of you who haven't seen the news yet, Mart Atkins, hi. Hello, how you doing? Trump. Did you guys see what Trump is totally like, I'm here to change the Constitution. How do you guys feel about that? I'm going to screen share in case you haven't seen it or read it. Let me know. Hold on. Which is this one? This was the first one, I believe. Check this out. Political leaders react to Trump's call for termination of the U.S. Constitution. Get a hold of that. Get a hold.
Fallout tonight following former President Donald Trump's calls to terminate the U.S. Constitution. It comes after Elon Musk released a few internal documents from Twitter during the 2020 campaign. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, reports on the condemnation coming from both sides of the political aisle.
There are certainly echoes of autocratic tendencies.
5 on Your Side's political analyst Anita Mannion reacted Sunday to former President Donald Trump's call to terminate all articles in the same Constitution he once swore an oath to uphold.
But I think that it's something to be taken seriously. This is someone who's already declared his candidacy for president.
First of all, I vehemently disagree with the statement that Trump has made.
Ohio Republican Mike Turner is set to chair the House Intelligence Committee next month. He was asked on Face the Nation Sunday morning if Trump's comment disqualifies him from becoming president.
Did you guys hear about this?
With the oath that we all take.
Congresswoman Ann Wagner's office said the Constitution is the foundation.
I was pausing that. Did you guys hear about that? Trump 2024 said that he wants to terminate the Constitution. Did you see that one coming? He's a Gemini. I know. Whether you guys believe in it or not, if you're religious, I was just talking to a sibling of mine, and she's like, you're not supposed to believe in that. I'm like, listen, I've been doing this for over 30 years, and, the 3 kings found Jesus. How? Looking at the freaking stars. Don't get me started. And then also, it's plenty in the Bible, even the Mormon book, they do acknowledge people that have a ability, an intuition, a psychic ability. a spiritual divine connection, whatever. I'm not special and everybody can do what I do. But I just was born always having this crazy thing that I see things and I have no proof, which is something that's the whole question. There was like, well, how do you know that, Hillary Clinton is this and that and did this and that? I'm like, I see it. Now, I don't have proof, but I know it and I stand my ground. I've done it my whole life. I can't tell you how many times, especially when I was younger, as I got older, people, and then I started to get a reputation and people that know me longer, they were like, okay, no question. This bitch is crazy, but she's fucking right? But I remember like a guy that I knew that I had hired in a restaurant that I had opened, I was partner with. And I'm like, dude, this guy we got to get rid of him. Like, I can't trust him. I'm telling you, he's either stealing or he's bad for business. And I couldn't put my finger on it, but I knew. And the partner who had most of the shares of the business said to me, Olga, come on, I know you have good intentions. I know you're always right about pretty much everything and you have great insight and you're strong and you work so hard and all this stuff and you're good at what you do, blah, blah, blah. But I think this time it's, you just got a little something against him, like maybe because everybody likes him and maybe because maybe he's into you and because it happened to be a he. And I'm like, no, I'm telling you. Oh, lo and behold, time. It's an old Spanish saying that says, el tiempo pone todo en su sitio, which means time puts everything in its place. You can also say that truth always comes out. We caught this guy red-handed. Could have closed our business for doing some fucked up shit. Illegal. And finally, when it came out, of course, my partner was like, never again will I doubt you. I'm like, I know. It's hard when you don't have proof. But I'm very patient. I've learned. And I always defended Trump as far as like the way they were, horribly, illegally attacking him, witch hunt after him, all that stuff. Never will I ever support that. And I will support him and his following. But it's funny how even my own friends, some of them would be like, oh, what are you, a Trumpster? Accusing me or if that's a bad thing. I'm like, listen, I don't think that the people that love Trump are Trump. Trump is his own thing like any other human. And he has to answer to his own actions or inaction. And there's no question why people liked him before he ran, when he ran, whatever he did do that was good while he was president. Whether I can't even say the words because YouTube bots are going to, crash me. But, the ELEC, and you can fill in the rest of the blanks. Like this is like the Wheel of Fortune show here. But I'm not excited. I know it sounds excited about this. My thing is, I just knew that he would flip. I mean, did anyone ever see that he would say something like this?
Foundational basis of our republic and the backbone of our working government.
Donald Trump keeps sinking to new lows.
Oh,
Senate
shut
Majority
up.
Leader Chuck Schumer called on more Republicans to speak out against Trump.
And now he's calling for an end to America's constitutional democracy.
We saw firsthand.
And again, we don't know. Is he playing a game? Is it that they're both sides? Because again, if you look at the Twitter files, they said, and which we knew, but now we have the proof right now. Elon said it. Now, Elon and what's this guy's name? Tybee something, right? With the whole, releasing the Twitter files and the whole thread. It's like, oh, there was a backdoor to both sides to influencing elections and all that stuff. Okay.
These kind of assertions can have real world consequences.
Trump's cries to terminate the Constitution came after Elon Musk promoted a new release of the Twitter files, internal emails showing how the Trump White House and the Biden campaign requested and received removals from certain content on social media. The former journalist who compiled those notes for Musk claimed one executive would write to another more to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back handled. But reviews of Internet Archive show those links were explicit pornographic images stolen from Hunter Biden's laptop hard drive, not requests from the Biden campaign to suppress the New York Post story itself. The former journalist writing, there's no evidence that he's seen of any government involvement in the laptop story. Still, Musk suggested there was a government order to suppress the story without showing any evidence that was true.
He certainly I think in some ways, like the former president, sees value in controversy and getting people worked up.
See what
And
I
so this
mean?
might
Exactly. Is this just controversy? Why would you go there? The U.S. Constitution.
be another attempt by both of them to spark that kind of attention, because here we are talking about them, right?
In St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
Ms.
Then, and this is just right before I started the live. I mean, not right before, maybe a couple hours before. But here is another one. Now, again, I never believe anything I see or hear, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you after this.
It came after
In case you
Twitter
guys didn't
owner
see this.
Elon Musk promised to expose how the company suppressed free speech by blocking the New York Post story about Hunter Biden in the run-up to the 2020 election. The so-called Twitter files were released on Friday, but failed to show any evidence that Democrats or the government pressured Twitter into suppressing the story. Still, Trump tweeted this on Saturday. With the revelation of massive and widespread fraud and deception, and working closely with big tech companies, the DNC, and the Democrat Party, do you throw the presidential election results of 2020 out and declare the rightful winner? Or do you have a new election? A massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Democrats were quick to condemn the remarks. The White House released the following statement. The American Constitution is a sacrosanct document that for over 200 years has guaranteed that freedom and the rule of law prevail in our great country. The Constitution brings the American people together regardless of party, and elected leaders swear to uphold it. It's the ultimate monument to all of the Americans who have given their lives to defeat self-serving despots and abused their power and trampled on fundamental rights. Attacking the Constitution and all it stands for is anathema to the soul of our nation and should be universally condemned. You can not only love America when you win. Most top Republicans have so far been silent. Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger tweeted this. With the former president calling to throw aside the Constitution, not a single conservative can legitimately support him, and not a single supporter can be called a conservative. This is insane. Trump hates the Constitution. He then called on top...
Again, who are you, Adam, to say he hates the Constitution? Again, always using these inflammatory words.
Republican House member.
How's that have anything to do with, is he being serious? And what does that mean? For not just the country, Trump supporters, Republicans, America, for God's sakes.
Kevin McCarthy, Elise Stefanik, and Jim Jordan to respond. Former Trump National Security Advisor John Bolton tweeted, all real conservatives must oppose Trump's re-election bid. And here is former Chief of Staff to Vice President Mike Pence on Meet the Press.
I don't think it's a good platform for a presidential campaign to say that we should just set the Constitution aside. And I feel like we've seen this, I think.
This is ludicrous. This is ludicrous. I'm going to stop sharing. You guys can look it up yourself. I am dying to talk to you in the live chat because that's what I'm at with this right now. It's you, us talking about this right now. Did you hear about this? A, already before I started this live stream. B, did you hear my intro? C, what do you think is really going on? Because it's like, the cat's out of the bag. Whether it's a show, I can't wait to talk to you guys about it because I personally don't think it's a show. I know. Don't kill the messenger. I come with love and peace. And my issue is that, yeah, all governments are corrupt. All humans are fallible, all that. But if we can't have an honest conversation, so they continue to do what they want, and what are we going to be blind about everything? Are we going to, is this just going to continuously be a show, another show, more show, more show, like just for all entertainment purposes? Nothing serious here. Okay. I'm dying to see what you guys have to say. Where do I start? Oh, you know what? Before I go there, Trisha, I like those little emojis. It's like, what's in the crystal ball? You're right. Before I get your answers or your input, here's me. This was about on my other channel and it's funny because I wrote, again, to have receipts, 11:15. And that day, I believe, we did this live around 10:30, and he, around noon, announced that he was running for 2024. So, of course, we didn't know that, right? Because, Trump has a big announcement. I instinctually felt, of course, he's going to run for 2024, but I felt something else. And so my girl over here, Marissa, she's like, I want to do this. I'm really so into this, reading. Again, whether you believe in this stuff or not, don't think it's all witchcraft shit. Bear with me. Because we have instinct like any animal. But let's see if you find this slightly entertaining at the very least. Just keep an open mind, okay? Check this out. You, Marissa, if you can pull out a card or however you want to do it, and then I'll read what's in his chart, astrology chart, and we'll combine the two, and we'll make our prediction. As a psychic, I can already tell you what he's going to say. And I held back, guys. It's going to be completely something every time unexpected. I tell everything, everyone's like, whoa, where's your proof? Where's your facts? Again, that's what happens when you have intuition. You don't always have the truth. I mean, the proof is what I meant to say. But hold on. But I don't want to say anything. So do you want to pull a card, or do you want to just say what you're feeling?
I just don't know anything about it, so it would be hard for me to pull a card. And no. What's he announcing for?
That's the thing. Nobody knows. Trump is going to make major announcement tomorrow. And they're assuming he's going to announce that he's going to be running for president. And I already feel that it's not. Mm-mm. But can we confirm that with a card? And when I say that he's not, it's because I was like, I felt something else was there. And what I really was getting at was that there's more to it than just that. I knew it was important, not just like some guessing game. How do you feel about this?
I don't think
you don't think what?
I don't think he's gonna run for president again. But I have no reason behind that.
Yeah. Let's see what the cards say. I honestly don't think he will run again either, because I don't think he has the ego to lose again.
Isn't this? It's pretty interesting. These young two girls, they're both into, they're not into politics. So that's what made this conversation even more unique.
Didn't he just make some weird comment on the news last week or something that pissed a lot of people off? Who knows?
Donation, I won't do it because it's not out. I find that whenever I have not taken it, it changes the energy for the future, not just through me. Mm-hmm. Intuitive. I thought I had because that's how we really should be navigating our life. But I wanted to give her a chance for you guys to hear what Marissa said anyway, you already know this. Before what I said.
So I ended up pulling cards about Trump.
All right, go ahead.
And the three that fell out were the Emperor and the Magician.
Again, just for entertainment purposes only, guys.
Which are clear leadership. And then
all right, guys, she said it first. Emperor and the
Magician. The Emperor is straight up just the leader,
right.
And then I got the Ace of Pentacles, so I think it's gonna be something about the material world and the economy and money and something like that. So
I have good.
That's a generalization.
I think you're onto something here.
She's feeling
the cards
it.
Be saying.
Yes.
Deeper on that one.
Literally the bare minimum.
Hold on, let's see.
Trump.
What would she say here?
No.
Whatever. So I pull up his chart, guys. Get the live again. So that's what I was doing. I didn't close that window out, and I almost shared that by accident. Anyway, here's Trump's chart. Supposing that this is correct, date of birth, like his correct
right?
birthday and
June.
time.
I mean, I did know
Just
he's a
bear with me,
Gemini.
guys. I know this is not what I usually do on this
It's
channel.
10:54 a.m.
Do you know anything about astrology, Mary? Matter of fact, I would be at the but there's plenty of women. Hello,
Well,
you know,
You
the
guys
guy
can watch
probably
this on
doesn't
yourself,
have a
like, as
small
far as
penis.
my
I'll be honest
opinion
with you.
on Trump.
Gemini with a Leo rising. Look,
far as,
even
like-
if he did have a small penis,
I'm
That
just trying to
Leo
figure
ego.
out how.
penis, anyway.
You know
Okay,
how everybody was
so this is the
busting on about having a small penis during the run, or even during his presidency. Like, anyway, so we go down
the only ways I
can have.
like you like. Oh my God, because well, like I said, I wasn't feeling good when I was just constantly. I did it at first, and I felt great during 2020 to help people get through.
No, we're talking about
Making
helping people.
a couple people that just showed up and I'd be giving you anything for it. Not a respect. You get what the other thing. You know what? How do I know you're all right, guys? You're not here for this. I'm sorry. I thought I actually made that prediction right where I cued it. That's fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look for exactly what I said, minute per minute. I'm gonna put it in the comments below when I'm done with this video. Done. But I basically said that, like, it's not going to be, even if it is going to be the announce of 2024, I'm like, there's going to be something else, whether it's going to be the same moment or like right after that, no one's going to see this coming. And like I said, and I was keeping my gloves on because I didn't want to upset anybody or have anybody like, wow, where are you coming from? Hey, where you get that from? But I knew that at least if I said anything, just a little bit, I would have that receipt that I'm like, I'm telling you. So without further ado, before I go into the reaction video of today, which is Aaron Lewis, am I the only one? Unless you guys want me to do the Upchurch built like that, I feel like this is the one for today. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say. All right, let's see. Let's go. Trisha, can't wait for the Trump news. Did you get it now? The First Amendment lives here. That's right. AC Nelson. Yes, I love that. John, I know you said love DeSantis, but hands down Trump 2024. Okay, John, I'm looking to see what else you say about, oh shit, a shootout. Thank you, laugh aloud. What does that mean? What does that mean? John Barraco. Ah, so you didn't hear about this, Drew Dat. How about now? You guys are looking on your phone or somewhere else, or what's up? Not saying, John Barraco, not saying he didn't say it, but with mainstream media, I agree with you. They twist so much, you can take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, but like that's... Did you see the tweet that I shared? Again, maybe you said that before you saw the tweet. Chad Edwards, welcome. Oh, welcome back. Hope this isn't true. Hopefully it's something that's gotten twisted to influence people away. I know. You know, it's almost like when somebody you're into or dating or married cheats on you and somebody tells you, you're like, I hope this isn't true. Part of our reaction, it's natural to say that. But guys, Twitter files comes out and then he says that. After it's proven, unless it's all a psyop and even the Twitter files are all fake. But how can you not believe that both sides, that all government had a backdoor and they're all playing with each other? I mean, I've been saying this for years. I've been saying the fact that I remember, you know, with 9/11 and Bush, and I'm like, guys, I kept seeing in my head, like, these people, Obama, all of them, they're all behind the curtain, like high-fiving each other, patting each other on the back. They're all together in bed. The fact that we think there's a side. Let me see. Minutes ago, Trump saying more. Oh, Trump is saying more fake news? Well, what about that tweet that I just shared? I'm not saying that tweet couldn't be fake. This is exactly why I wanted to talk to you guys about this. More disinformation. Yeah, it's always the out is disinformation. My point is, I still do believe that there's a Trump card No pun intended. But there's really like, I do. Yeah, that is a pun intended. I use that wrongly. But you know what I'm saying? No. He just got caught. If the Twitter files are right, then he just got caught admitting. Just like a lot of people, whether you're a Trump supporter or not, but specifically Trump supporters or Republicans. Oh, Trump did a lot of good. He did. But there's a lot of things he could have done more of that he didn't do. And a lot of people, are trying to be neutral about, let's just say the facts. He could have done more. Now, I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy to be a president, and especially to clean up the mess of decades of shit. But at the same time, you had 4 years. You leave me in office? Obviously, I might get shot. But hey, how about how Elon Musk mentioned, if I die, I did not kill myself. I did not commit suicide. I did not Epstein myself. You know what I mean? Like, and then you don't know if that's a game too. But with ego does a lot of crazy things. Some way, yeah, you think they're just playing around and just having a good time with all of us. They're on the top. They're the elite. They're in control of everything. And we're just like little spectators. Like at the gladiator games in the Roman Empire. But when people have that much power, their egos are so super inflated that they could be telling the truth and just thinking, what are you going to do about it? We're going to fight with each other. That's how they get off. And obviously some of us get off if we spend time fighting with each other about their bullshit that's always untrue, always lying, always covering, always taking, because that's the only thing they all have in common is that they're taking all of our money and putting us in debt without our consent or vote. That's a fact. Like the war, NATO, in quote, for those who are listening. Come on, man. I understand it's a lot to chew. You're a citizen, you're a human, and you're like, wait. I mean, it's not a good place to feel like you have no power and no say. But that's the thing. We do. The moment we stop taking sides and call everybody out, even if you love them. I mean, I'm telling you, it's hard to call somebody out that you're in love with, that you love, that you admire, that you thought was great. But that's the truth. And that's the power, is to be honest. Okay, all right. I'm going to keep reading your text in the live chat. Let's see. AC Nelson, time for the people get off their arses and start demanding that politicians be held accountable. They're not above the law. Yes. Well said, AC Nelson. Thank you. Let me see. John Barraco. Hold on. I'm 47 and nowhere near the smartest person in chat. You know what? Your heart is gold, my friend. That's worth more than... No. Come on. How many mad scientists has there always been? You're so smart. And they're crazy psychopaths too. Not all of them, but you get what I'm saying. Just trying to pay more attention here. Knowledge is power, people. Absolutely. But I've heard somebody, I don't know who said this, and to finish your what you wrote in your chat, John Barraco, make your minds up. Yeah. I always used to say knowledge is power, and I believe that because that's how I've lived, and that's how I've done, and that's how I've, been a consultant and all kinds of stuff. But somebody, I forget who it was, maybe a couple years ago, they said, yeah, knowledge is power, but knowledge that's not utilized. So it's utilizing the knowledge that makes it powerful. Get what I'm saying? What's up? Here's AC Nelson, official channel. I don't like either party. I see acts that qualify as treason on both sides. Yes. And I mean, if we can't say this, if we can't call a spade, if we can't call the elephant in the room, this is not like make-believe shit. This is not, forget politics, forget opinions, forget religion, forget sex, age. They're doing what they want with our blood, our energy, our money, our actions, our work turns into their money. Our money. that then they do whatever they want with it. And no accountability. It just throw more shit at us, like weapons of mass destruction. Yeah, Ukraine. I mean, every empire goes down when the governments have all the power. It just happens that way. But we are in charge. We are. Judah, where's my popcorn? Question mark emoji, laugh out loud. I like that. I know, right? I could have said popcorn, but I'm, ET time. I'm like, is it happy hour somewhere? So, wait, stop, John. God bless you, ... and got that popcorn. Love it. Let's see, John Morago. Same you, Miss Olga. Be blessed and keep up this awesome channel. 100% emoji, heart emoji, peace emoji. What's up? Did you leave me? Well, if you had to go, bless you for being here. Thank you so much. Gregory Paul, welcome. You got here late, but you know what? Better late than never. Got here late. What are you talking about? Did you hear the latest with Trump? Did you already see it on the chat? He wants to get rid of the Constitution. The whole reason America is what it is, or has become what it is. Even if it's a shithole now, we allowed it as well. Maybe not me personally, because I wasn't here in the 50s and the 60s. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep supporting something after we see the light. It's like the whole Wizard of Oz and the dog pulling the curtain. I mean, come on. Trump wasn't saying to overthrow the Constitution. You're right. Right? Trump was saying the Constitution was overthrown. Oh, really? I mean, again, like you saw, I was sharing legacy media, mainstream media, corporate media, in quote, about what he said. But do you see that tweet that I shared? Again, that could be edited. That could be controlled and manipulated. So, I mean, the Constitution has been overthrown. Free speech? And then always gun laws, gun laws? Well, hello, there should not even be a conversation about gun laws when it says the right to bear arms, period, end of story. Free speech, period, end of story. You don't like what the person says? Don't follow them. Delete them. Don't listen to them. Just like when you change the channel. But everybody wants to tell you what to do. You can't handle your own life. That's the only reason you're pointing, well, he should be shut down, like Alex Jones. We need to get rid of him. He's bad. We're going to use the Sandy Hook shit. He's the only person that's ever said anything horrible on the internet. What? No, it's because he's got such a following and he's such a threat. Because you know what? If he was a total cray-cray, they wouldn't be after him so hard. They would have so much proof that he's nothing but cray-cray, and he only has this crazy following like, I don't know, like flat earthers. And I'm not saying they're cray-cray. I'm just saying, notice they're not getting all this crazy attention. That's just one group. There's so many other. Again, with Balenciaga and trafficking, they don't get all the attention. But Alex, he must be taken down because he said something that was untrue, hurt people's feelings. Oh, you know what? It's not that whether you care about trafficking, human trafficking, slavery, modern day slavery, and worse, children trafficking, sex trafficking, and organ harvesting and trafficking. Okay? All right. So let's not talk about that. Let's not pay attention to that. Let's not blare that on the news 24/7. Let's not, because here's the thing. Here's the thing for all the people out there that are against free speech in any way. What are you doing? Because guess what? If you think your kid, whether you have a kid now, you're going to have a kid in the future, because one of the main reasons, I watch this stuff all the time. I read every article about trafficking, how to prevent it, how to help, how to do anything to change it. And the number one answer for most people that are in it, doing the real hard work, people that are, some will call themselves survivors of human trafficking or heroes from, They're no longer, victims to be like survivors, heroes. And there's another word I can't think of it right now, but you guys get me. They say knowledge, education, because not everybody ends up in trafficking as an orphan or kidnapped. People don't even see it coming, how they're groomed, how they're conditioned to it. So how about the more we have a conversation? No, because it's not really happening. It's the biggest organization in the world, bigger than porn on the internet. And there's more slavery today than ever in history. But okay. Let's talk politics. The only politics we should be speaking about is that human trafficking. Where's our sense of, humanity? Because what happens to your neighbor will affect you one way or the other. There's no other way to look at this. None. Go ahead. Buy yourself a new outfit. Buy yourself new shoes. Just this weekend, I don't have TV, you know that. I say it all the time. If you don't know this, I don't have cable for various and obvious reasons, I think. And I see these commercials. I'm at someone's house and I see they have cable and I'm watching this movie and these commercials come up. And I'm like, yeah, let's focus on going to Kohl's and buying slippers. Let's buy more shit for room that we don't even have for it. Or like, oh, well, I don't want my old slippers. I need new slippers. You don't need shit except for a roof, food, and love more than anything. Can you imagine if all the commercials came out and it's like, how to love thy neighbor, how to be a better person? Can you just imagine? And I'm not trying to sound all like utopia and shit. I had this conversation with my father before he passed. He's like, oh, let me guess. You want a utopia. You know what? Is it really that hard? No. It's easy to be low energy. What about high energy? How about that? How about flip the switch? How can I help the fellow man, the neighbor, my friend, my family, anybody? And if you don't get along with family, then help a stranger. When you help them, they automatically help you. It's an amazing thing. But no. The homeless thing. Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear the other thing about San Francisco they want to introduce RoboCops, basically, right? Some people in the political scene, I don't know if it was the mayor, whoever it was, but they're like, at least one person was like, nah, not a good idea. Just anything so that I don't have to do it. Well, guess what? Nobody does it better than you. Nobody. Nobody's going to tell how, like, say, if you're having sex with somebody, for someone else to come in the room and be like, okay, here's how you do it. Here's what you do and you don't do. Nobody's better than you to say it. Nobody's better than you to show it and do it. Ah! Woo! I love you guys. I really want to connect with people that believe in love and honesty. Even if it hurts, you can handle it. If it hurts, then you have to ask why. Why does it bother me? That's the bigger question. Start asking questions, not, all right. Oh, the other thing, the commercials. Why is it not bothering anybody that the pharmaceutical companies are constantly throwing these commercials out? Oh, if you have this pain, here's a pill that won't cure you, but it'll help you with your pain. But, and always there's a disclaimer, oh, this can kill you, this can give you a heart attack, this can give you arthritis, this can get, and that's okay. How is that okay? Fentanyl. Did you guys hear about the fentanyl? How they found a bunch of fentanyl in coconuts? Has anyone? Again, I'm trying to have fun with this because I don't want you guys to be like, damn, she's freaking dark. I'm not dark. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. I'm not afraid to admit the world I live in. I'm not afraid to be passionate about the things we should care about. Fentanyl and coconuts. Does anybody know that even like there was a woman that ended up in the hospital because she touched a dollar bill that was laced with fentanyl? She had no clue. She almost died, OD'd. I mean, this is major shit. Major shit. That anything could just go through. Next thing you know, I mean, Anywhere. You can go through a drive-through or something. They hand you a cup that's laced with something. I'm like, this is some crazy shit. I get it. You know what they say? When the truth is what? Harder to believe than fiction? Or I'm messing it up. What do they say? The truth is something about fiction? Help me out, my friends. Help me. Because it's not coming to me. Hey, welcome. Gregory Paul said, Trump has an ego. Come on. So does LeBron James. You think? Come on. Anyway, that was me. I said, you think? Come on. So does everyone. Absolutely. We all have ego. Absolutely. Well, the biggest way to confront your ego is, typically ego makes you do things because it's self-persevering. So when I help someone and I say, okay, how do you know who you really are, who your ego is? Because the ego would be like your insecurities, your lack of needing security. And so say you're with somebody, like I had a client who's much older than his spouse, and he was like, do you really think it's going to work out? Like, they have a couple kids. I'm like, why are you thinking about that? She's with you. She's happy. She's into you. You're not complaining about the sex or anything. You're worried. You're already thinking ahead that because you're older, is she really not into you? Is she into you for your money, for this and that? Even if it's all true, focus in the moment. But see, the ego is already getting ahead of itself because it wants control. Let me give you a wake-up call. Your ego will destroy you. But yeah, you're right about the ego, Gregory. And who? Welcome. Let me see this. I just want to make sure. I hope I can read this right. Is it Lead Sunset OLG on Twitch? Welcome. Great to see you. Hi, I want to offer promotion of your channel. That's cool. I'll get back to you. Oh, I should have read that first. It was a big chunk. Did you guys see that? Hey. Okay, Nightmare. Hello. Welcome. Kelly. Welcome. Great to see you, Kelly. Who wannabe? Hello, beautiful lady. Oh, hello. Hello, beautiful. Takes one to know one. Okay. Actual quote. In quote, a massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution, in quote, i.e., election fraud in caps renders law useless. Now we're getting somewhere. Thank you for that. Nightmare. I like free speech. Laugh out loud. Hey, Michael Barstein, I believe I said it right. Isn't that Misha? How you doing? Great to see you. What is it? It sounds silly to shut down any amendments to our Constitution when it was drafted over 200 years ago. That's a point. I respect that point. To me, it's we're talking about a society that hasn't even lived or suffered or died to even create that Constitution, and we're going to change it. Like, what was wrong with it? Or what's wrong with it right now? Freedom is freedom. Period. End of story. How about adding to the Constitution? Thou shalt love thy neighbor like they love thyself. And you don't have to be Christian, Catholic, Jewish. You don't have to believe in God. We can all agree on that. You shit on your garden, not much is going to come out of it. You love your garden, a lot's going to come out of it. I promise you that. Even during drought. I mean, the latter works better than, right? So, what's up? I'm sorry if I have not. Lisa, welcome. Hi, y'all. Love your emojis. Wave. Loving face. American flag. I said I was going to do a reaction video. Should I not today? Should I wrap it with this? Did I already give you guys too much to chew? Or should we wrap it with a little reaction video? What do you guys think? I don't want to rush it. But I don't want to do this by myself. I can wait for another day when maybe I'll start out fresh. Like Wednesday. Wednesdays are always reaction day. If I don't do the Aaron Lewis reaction today, right now, of Am I the Only One, then it's full throttle on Wednesday for that song. If I do his song right now, then I'll definitely do Upchurch Wednesday, built like that. What do you guys say? Let me know, because I'm not here to waste your time. At the very least, I hope I made you smile, and I hope you know that every single one of us matters. You being here matters, or I would not be here. And your support means everything. Your likes, your shares, your comments. Buy me a coffee. That all comes to this, to me being able to be here. The link is in the description below. Again, you know I'm going to go to Locals after this. And that's where we can get real up close and personal. Ask me anything. Live. So what's up? So Lisa says, do eat. You'll love it! Exclamation. Okay, Aaron Lewis. All right, do it today. Jeff Prater, you got it. I'm doing it right now. I love you guys. I love you so much. Many blessings to you. Never forget that. Here we go. Here we go. Never seen this guy. Don't know anything about him. You know this. And if you didn't know, you know now. So here we go. Live, raw, real reaction to Aaron Lewis. Am I the only one? Oh, loving this already. Guys, is this not already appropriate for the conversation we had today? Wow. See? No such thing as coincidence.
Am I the only one here tonight, shaking my head and thinking something ain't right? Is it just me? Am I losing my mind?
You know what? Hold on. I just had a memory come up. I don't know if it was Newsmax or one of the news channels had him when this song came out. Didn't this song came out about a year ago? Let me see. Yeah, see? I do remember watching this, but okay. It's like this is brand new to me because I just had this little spark of memory that I thought, wow, what a beautiful song. Because I remember him explaining how he wrote this song. Very cool. And I loved it too. Okay.
Am I standing on the edge of the end of time? Am I the only one? Tell me I'm not. Who thinks of taking all the good we got and turning it bad? Hell, I'll be damned. I think I'm turning into my old man.
I'm me teary-eyed.
Am I the only one willing to bleed or take a bullet for being free?
Hello with the freedom.
Screaming what the hell at my TV for telling me, yeah, you're telling me that I'm the only one willing to fight for my.
I mean, I'm loving the production. It's just very powerful. Simple but powerful. Wow.
Love of the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground. Another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of old glory come undone. Am I the only one not brainwashed?
Yeah. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. Am I the only one not brainwashed? I believe that most people know the truth. That this is just the path of least resistance. Not to quote Tom McDonald, right, with his brainwash song and sheeple.
Making my way through the land of the lost, who sees it as it is and worries about his kids as they try to undo all the things he did. Am I the only one who can't take no more screaming? If you don't like it, there's a frickin' door.
I know, right? Nobody, I just got chills when he said that. I mean, nobody wants to hear that, but it's the truth. You don't like it, it's so bad. Go somewhere else. Many people migrate, right? When they don't like where they're at, they're not happy where they're at. But no. The tear down, it just rips your heart. It's heart-wrenching. This didn't happen overnight, and it took a lot of players to get to this point. So it's going to take a lot of players, us, to educate, to inspire, to help them understand what they have. I say you take it for granted when you don't appreciate what you have. You take it for granted, and then you think it's like horrible. It's just reality check, people.
This ain't the freedom we've been fighting for. It was something more. Yeah, it was something more. Am I the only one willing to fight?
I know. It feels that way, right? I am. Hello? They'll call me a Karen. I've been labeled everything. Oh, my whole life. But now I got new labels, right? When you're a Trumpster, when you're a Karen, when you're this, when that. Just... I'm willing to fight. And we don't need to fight physically. Love is powerful.
For my love, all the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground, another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of all glory come undone.
They say liberty, you got to keep it. It just does. It's not just given. It doesn't just happen.
Not the only one. I can't be the
Governments have taken advantage of the kindness of people, especially Americans.
only one.
Willing to do what they want us to do, thinking, oh, defend your neighbor, help your grandmother, help this by not going out, not doing this, and close that. Just goes to show you the heart is there. It's the games that they play with the fake news that's giving us the illusion that there is no unity. There's unity. It might not seem like it, but it is. We just got to change the way we converse and the way we participate so that we're like, okay, all right, you're upset. What's your problem? Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Versus, oh, I think this is right. No, I think this guy's right. I think that guy's right. That's got to stop.
Am I the only one who quit singing along every time they play a Springsteen song?
Ooh. Love the stoic. The people that are choosing to do that stoic look so deep. Again, silence can say so much.
Am I the only one sitting here, still holding on, holding back my tears for the ones who paid with the lives they gave? God bless the USA. I'm not.
Chills, shit. All up my spine. This guy, and he's good. He's a good singer.
Gave. God bless the USA. I'm not the only one willing to fight for my love, all the red and white and the blue, burning on the ground, another statue coming down in a town near you, watching the threads of old glory come undone. I'm not the only one.
about even ending that video with a thunderstorm? Why a thunderstorm? Do you guys know why? I love it. Love that song. And I did hear it. Like I said, I just saw it briefly when he first came. And that's how I found it, is because he was on the news. Somebody was doing a piece on it. And I thought, wow, that's so awesome. But at the time, I was in a different energy too. And my energy obviously was the whole 2020. My energy, again, with people taking statues down. And how the Egyptians did that, right? Erasing the hieroglyphics and the storytelling, right? Erasing pharaohs and whatnot. So we as humans do that kind of shit. But this is so different. This is like it's not one tyrant that thinks he's God and he wants to erase and he's got an ego power trip. This is us, the people. We, the people, taking it down. Because, of course, are they all really that ignorant? Maybe they are. Maybe they weren't educated. Maybe the parents weren't there. Maybe the parents just thought the school would do the job of making them understand what they have, where they came from. Maybe not. Maybe the parents are disillusioned of these kids, for example, that did participate on taking statues down. Maybe they got disillusioned because of all the lies from the government, all the, oh, here's your freedom, here's this, but hey, you're going to be massively in debt, and you're going to have to kiss our ass forever, and if you don't pay your taxes, we're going to take your house away, so you really never have any land, so you're not really an American because you don't have any land, unless you pay taxes. If you don't pay taxes, we take that too. So being an American means what? I mean, I get it, I see it, I hear it all the time, but I understand when you feel like you just want to give up, you're fed up or it's overwhelming. Absolutely. I mean, I can't tell you how many people I talk to that they're like, what am I supposed to do? It's just all overwhelming. Where do you start? What am I supposed to do? I'm like, well, consuming is one of the things. The most powerful things. Hello, look at Kanye. Hello, I know he's officially changed his name to Ye, but Kanye, bear with me, bro. It's going to take me a minute, okay? I've always known you as Kanye. But okay, I got you. Yay, 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 yay. Anyway, that's just an example of we can cancel people all the time. People that even commit suicide because they can't handle the cancellation. So it's powerful. It's so powerful. We have so much power. Talking is the start. Connecting is definitely more powerful. Why do you think they're trying to censor everybody on Twitter and everything? Forget about Elon. I don't care. It's not about him. At the end of the day, you think you have a say. You got a group of people that think, oh, you should never question it. Everything's legit. Really? All companies are fallible. All companies have issues, errors all the time. But oh, no, not this one. This is the only one that's completely legit with no flaws. That's impossible. But of course, we keep taking sides. No sides. There should be one side. Was it life, love, and the pursuit? No, wait. Life, I'm going to mess it up again. But is it life, love, and the pursuit of freedom? No, wait. Life, freedom, and the pursuit of happiness? You know what I mean. Because, see, I don't have to remember the quotes. I don't have to remember the Constitution word for word. I get it. You got to have it. You have to get it. Live and let live. What happened to that? Now, get a life. Did you guys see that? Okay, let me stop. I gotta go. I gotta take a break real quick before I go to locals. But you're welcome to join me at locals. The link is in the description below. Join me there. Gloves off, uncensored. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. If you haven't already smashed that like button, smash the like button. Let's piss off YouTube and let them know that we don't want the same old cookie cutter shit all the time. And that there are people out there that actually care. I'm not trying to grow to get a ton of subscribers so I can be, YouTube famous. It's about, we have a voice. I'm not the only one. It's so weird that I just played that song because I'm not trying to hook it up with that song, but that's how I've been feeling. That's why I started this particular channel of not about work. It's about, I need to connect with people like me or that feel me energetically. Not everyone's going to like me. Not everyone's going to agree with me. Not everyone's going to, I get it. But somebody does, and you do. And I'm so grateful for you, and I hope you are. I hope I do something good for you. I really do. That's the only reason to be here. So help me find all of us. I'm convinced there's a ton more. Oh, to be continued. I'll tell you that I was on the phone with YouTube the other day. Wait till I tell you what they told me. Oh, God. Yeah, they're trying to act like, oh, no, we're not censoring you. You're not shadow banned. It's like talking to the wall. It's like they make you think you're crazy. It's like, I know. I got proof. Here's the proof. Boom, 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 boom. No. Really? Even if I had a bunch of people view my videos just to hate on me, I'm not even getting that? Please. I love you all. I gotta go. I'll see you at Locals. And if I don't see you at Locals... Ooh, I forgot to mention that I put a vote in, a poll. Thank you guys for answering about doing coffee. Someone suggested in the last live. Just goes to show you, I read your stuff even after the live is over. I watch the replay, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for coffee talk. We'll have coffee talk every day, 9 o'clock with Olga. The way they used to say my name. Funny. I thought it was funny. But it's Olga, okay? It's not Olga. It is definitely Olga. Oh, Pérez, that's cool with me. Or that's cool. That's all good. Coffee talk tomorrow, 9 a.m. Definitely next reaction video on Wednesday at the scheduled time, 12:30 ET time. Much love. Make sure to leave a comment if you think of something or you want to add something or change something in the comments below. Have a wonderful day. I know today was... I didn't have much to say about that video because it just said it all. Thank you for recommending it. Thank you for being here in the live, sharing it with me. Until next time, much love, many blessings, and I'll talk to you soon.